and done go tit. All righty. I think I got a go tit over here also, right? Go tit and go tit. Peaceful greetings to you all. Peaceful greetings. Namaste. Actually, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at northwest of Mexum. How are you? Right. So I am here, of course, guys. It's our 7-day tropic medical astro weather report. So I am here with none other than my magnificent bros in who I am well pleased. I'll do it, right? And who I'm well pleased, and I yield the floor to them, and they are.
I am Taratmai Bay. Who are you?
For the Benjamin Day. Peace to you all.
Islam, and he's hanging 10 like that, guys. Brother Benjamin's not saying he's A5A, all right? Some people are like, oh shit, yeah, alpha. Let me find out. Black and gold. I don't know. You're not alpha, are you? I mean, not 8. They've done about alpha phi, alpha Greek, fraternity type. I know you're not, but some people might be like, oh, yo, he frat. No, he's saying, call me sometime and get a readout. I don't know. No, that's not. I'm kidding, man. I'm just kidding, right? All right, guys, so let's get right to it, right? Again, guys, we already know what we're getting into here. You know what? Do I even have it queued yet? I don't even think I have it queued, guys. Let me bring this calendar up, right? Bring up our 7-day. Okay, there's the astro calendar right there, right? And while that's actually loading, right, let me then come back to the screen and share it for you all. All righty, and let's hit the screen share so we can do that just very briefly so you guys can see the calendar that we're going over. And I will lay out to you also. Right, my portion here. All righty, you all. So right in front of me, I do have here. And first, let's just go on back and respectfully give our honors, supreme honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. All right, so supreme honors to El Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, doing religious corporate activity, being Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I'd like to welcome you all to our 7HealStar.com, right? Our astrology firm, that's what it is, right? Well, this is our astrology firm's astro calendar, March Aries 2022 to February Pisces 2023. Time never was when man was not. And again, we're quoting El Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, doing religious corporate activity, being Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And we're checking out the month, right, that pertains to the Geminian and Cancerian solar transits. All righty, so in this particular month that we call June, we actually see that the air sign Gemini pertains to the twins ruled by Mercury, is where the sun transits during June as well. It makes a egress of pertaining to Gemini, and then thus ingressing tropic Cancer. All right, and we will see how that happens. Also, the water sign Cancer dealing with the crab ruled by Luna. And for those that want to know, hey, when is the sun entering? To be very honest, I know I have the emoji there. It's actually the day, if I'm not mistaken, the day after it probably should be. Let's see. Am I looking right? Do we see? Oh, no. It's the 21st, right? So you'll be seeing Cancer. Like when we go in, I'm actually going to speak on it. Who has Tuesday is Brother Benjamin, if I'm not mistaken. Who's got, Brother Benjamin's got Tuesday. So Brother Benjamin will be cluing you in to that solar ingress, right, for the month, as far as the sun ingressing Cancer or whatever, right? And this is just letting you know, hey guys, we're preparing for it. So it's coming. It's the brewing, right? Letting you know that month is a brewing. All right, so with that being said, guys, for the 16th, we have Brother Benjamin Bay. For the 17th, we have Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. Alrighty, for the 18th and the 19th, we have Brother Hassan Ghazi Bay. For the 20th there, we have Brother Terrell Tamari Bay, the 21st. Brother Benjamin Bay, and then closing out for Wednesday, Odin's Day, right? Woden's Day, Ilowa Raphael. Brother Hassan Ghazi Bay, will be closing this out this cycle for our 7-day tropic medical astro weather report. All righty, guys. So let me come on back here and stop the screen share on this one. And let's get to rock and rolling, right? Because we're rock stars, right? We're rock stars. We're astro masons, right? We're sitting here building with stones that, most people can't touch. Right? Can't touch this. Okay, anyway. Right? chisel, hammer. Okay, anyway, chisel. All right, anyway, even the chisel's national. Let me stop. Chisel. But anyway, let's screen share here. Bringing it on up, and I would like to give the remote control. I'm going to share the remote control between I and Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. We have been practicing that, obviously, you know, on the fly, guys. We build this thing while we fly it, right? And I'm going to yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I am well pleased. We got quite a few transits, guys. I mean, Brother Benjamin and Brother Terrell's 16th and 20th. Man, looks like a grocery list of transits there. Like, I need some tomatoes and eggplant, you know, some grapeseed oil, you know. So let's get this alkaline presentation going. All righty. You can't get alkaline delineations from nowhere else other than 7HealStar. Stop. Right. We got that we got that Whole Foods kind of delineation. Stop, man. Is you know how everybody is with popularity of this culture or whatever. This has been nature. This has been our life, guys. It's been how it's been. I gotta plug this iPad up. All righty. So I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I am well pleased, Brother Benjamin Bay, Islam.
All right. All right, Thursday, June 16th, 2022, 500 hours, 44 minutes, 25 seconds. The day of Mercury, the hour of Saturn. They're on the rise at 25 degrees Gemini, 15 minutes. Communication, and that is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury sits right there in the 12th house of institutions. And I'll get into my first delineation. Here we got the moon going into Aquarius, and the moon is there in the 8th house.
Hold on, time out. Where we at? Hold on. Pardon me. Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
All right. In the 8th house, behind the scenes, and we'll be transiting into Aquarius. My first delineation here is the Sun trine Saturn, and the Sun is in the 1st house, and Saturn is in the 9th house. So we have some self-higher learning here.
Yeah, hold on. There we go. I got you. All right, bro.
All right. Sun is in the 2nd house, and Saturn is in the 11th house. Yeah, 11th house. So there's values and gaining values within the group. So right here, there's some harmony between you communicating your values and structuring them within the group. And although you may seem that Saturn is like withholding, but that withholding is you stopping and structuring, putting things together. You know, all things that like come to a stop aren't bad. So basically, there's a trine between you, you know, highlighting, communicating that bittersweetness with Lilith right there next to the Sun, prioritizing your values and structuring them within the group, and you'll get a game for prioritizing that. And I'll yield for the Sun trine Saturn in the 2nd house and the 11th house. Jump to the next one. All right. Here we go right here. The moon trines Venus here. Same day, but it's 500 hours, 8 minutes and 37 seconds till the day of Mercury, hour of Saturn. And the delineation is the moon trine emotions in harmony with our values within the 12th house, and that Venus is conjunct the North Node. Shout out my brother Sean on that. So right here, it's like, you know, Rahu or the head. And I was thinking, I was like, you know, looked it up and all that. And it's like, for me, it's like higher self, lower self. You know, like, yeah, Rahu would be like, you know, your higher self, which is like infinite. So you can think about, you know, things you value all the time, but that could, you know, not be good for you because the mind is infinite. So it can go on and go on and go on and forget about reality. You know what I mean? And you look down and, you know, your body is not taken care of. So that would be, you know, the K2 right there. comfortability. That's why you don't have to worry about it. You can put it on autopilot right here. So just to get back to the moon trining that Venus there, you're both behind the scenes. So you're physically behind the scenes in the eighth house, taking those abstract thoughts that you're valuing, that you're going to structure and build and put into a type of inheritance with this in the eighth house. So your mother is structuring her inheritance and putting those values that she has gained, safe spot, and everyone to that. And I yield, structuring your values and putting them in a safe place to grow. That starts with the Raven. And I'll yield on that. And we'll go to the sun, square Neptune. 900 hours. All right. 900 hours right here, 41 minutes and 18 seconds. This is the day of Jupiter. The hour of Venus, still June 16th. And our delineation here is the sun square Neptune. So our ego and personality is in a slight confusion with Neptune that sits in the eighth house, but there's some fortune there, but it seems to be kind of far away. We can't really see it. So we're in the eighth house, trying to get some clarity, you know what I mean? So right here, I would say just take your time, properly communicate with the sun being in Gemini, which is gathering information. You're not trying to be a scholar. You're just getting, the stuff you can touch. Because Mercury deals with, third house things, going to the grocery store, going to your grandma's house, going to your people's house, just your everyday short travel thing, you're trying to get that in order. And so for some reason, that is some tension with what is going on. So you're going in some type of institution, and the mind is watery because Neptune is in Pisces. So it's unstable. I'm talking about the mentality. So you're going behind the scenes to go in that unstable water, the unstable mind behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, to get some clarity right here, you know what I mean? But as water also helps things grow, but you don't want to overwater things. But I would say right here, take time and just ride this quote unquote tension or square out, and you'll get that fortune that you're looking for there to the right, you know what I mean? So yeah, take time, breathe, and gather the proper information. Between, within the group, you're with your peers, and you're with some great people that's going to help you get that gain you're looking for, that you're confused about in the eighth house. And out here. All right. We got the moon in a sextile with Neptune at 1000 hours, 23 minutes and 15 seconds. The moon is sitting in the sixth house of service. They're at 25 degrees Capricorn, 24 minutes. So our emotions or our actual body may seem like a quote unquote crisis situation because the moon is conjunct Pluto, but that doesn't mean, all, hell is breaking loose. It means whatever, is happening needs to be removed. You know what I mean? Because the conjunction, that's close. So you're like, cool, there needs, something needs to be moved right here, right now. And you're, looking for some type of growth and opportunity in this, like, quote unquote confusion. But whatever this confusion is going to be taken care of. And Neptune is sitting in the eighth house still. So you're still looking for, like, hey, help me. But as soon as that part of fortune right there, that's 2 degrees away from Neptune. And with Jupiter next to Neptune, seems to be expanding whatever this, quote unquote, this growth and opportunity is going to expand for you, and you're getting the proper service. So whatever's getting transformed is going to grow for you. You know what I mean? Behind the scenes. So whatever you're inheriting or putting into an inheritance for your joint finances, whether it be you and a spouse or you and your kindred, or you and the children right here, it's the moon. So the mother could be getting some, proper service of restructuring things, getting things put in that proper place for growth and opportunity, behind the scenes for inheritance. And that will, from the eighth house, will trickle down to the second house, you know what I mean? Because you need a actual jar to get cookies from. You know what I mean? So 8th house would be the cookie jar. And you know what I'm saying? The 2nd house would be the cookies. You know what I mean? So now you for this growth and opportunity here between, you know, the cookie and the cookie jar.
Beautifully put, brother. Goodness fucking gracious, bro. Beautiful.
Yeah, sorry about the down. Let me get some water. Boom, boom, boom. This is Moon is in conjunct with Pluto. 1400 hours, 41 minutes, and the Moon goes forward, of course.
She said in conjunct with Pluto. Yes, it is in conjunction with. You're correct, bro. That was just funny how you said it, because mine's like, no, it's not. It's not in conjunction. But you're right. It is in conjunction. Yes, you're correct.
In conjunction with Pluto. Appreciate that, bro. This is happening in the home. And it looks like Pluto is like just now it's about to leave, because you know it's right now I'm looking at it. So it's about to leave. So Pluto has come through the home, and you know, hey, this is going here, this is going here. I'm not coming home. You know, hey, pick this up, pick that up. You know what I mean? Retroactively, you know, putting things back in store. You know, because Pluto retrograded, like, hey, you know, let's tear all this stuff down, and you know, like someone stomping on your new kicks just out of, you know, pure hate or things like that. But you know, fire is used to bring things down to its purest form, like ash. You know what I'm saying? So you can create things on top of it. So right now, you know what I mean, that could be happening in the home right now. But you know, the 4th house reflects the 10th house. So whatever this transformation and you know, spring cleaning, I would say, still, or summer cleaning is happening here, that's going to restructure and put a new system into place, because Capricorn is structure. You know, you're going to build something, you know what I mean? That's earth. I think of like actual dirt, you know, cement, things of that nature. So you could be actually building things in the home. Kind of like, I'll say my son traveled somewhere else. So he actually built and transformed his studio in a new home, or a different home, or a foreign home, you know what I mean? And that reflects his 10th house, because that reflects his career. So from his, you know, the Moon being in Capricorn.
God, you're saying that while Uranus is conjunct to, oh God, look at that 8th house while you're saying that. Hey, Benjamin, you on one today, bro. You always been on it, but bro,
Pluto's like
your turn up is real today, bro. Goodness gracious.
Quote unquote death and transformation of the studio, but he just moved the studio to a new home. So he restructured the studio to a new home so he can communicate, you know, from
an undisclosed location.
Yeah, an undisclosed location. I don't like put it, you know, things like that, you know, but yeah, you know. But in conclusion, right here, the Moon being in conjunction to Pluto, just the transformation within the home, you know, coming from, you know, I would say the mother, because it's the Moon, or whomever the nurturer is in the home, you know, so they're gonna be nurturing in a different way, you know what I mean? And right now we're gonna slide into the Moon progressing.
Yeah, I think it's your 3 hour and 3 minute void course.
Yeah. 3 now. The Moon will be board of course 3 hours and 3 minutes. So you know, that's not a long time. Hopefully you can not buy anything in 3 hours. It's not like 12 and all that wild numbers, you know, that's 16 hours and things like that. And getting into the Moon ingressing into Aquarius at 1700 hours and 44 minutes, and this is happening in the 3rd house of communication. So right now, that could be group communications, you know what I'm saying, and the restructuring of this, the communication amongst the group will be about reconstruction and status, you know, because the 3rd house reflects the 9th house, and this is Capricorn, and Capricorn rules over Saturn rules over Capricorn and Aquarius. All right, and Saturn is, you know, just Saturn deals with status. You know, how you will be, you know.
Forgive me, brother. I got you.
Oh yeah.
Wrong button just now, but I got you.
Oh, all right. So in the 1st house. Oh
no, you good. Let me just bring you back to Luna ingressing Aquarius, because I hit OK instead of just waiting. I'm not supposed to even hit the enter button. Okay. Next, we should be in the 3rd house with it. Okay, good. I yield, beloved brother. And I'm gonna put up your next transit for training Mercury. I yield, beloved.
All right. All right, here's Saturn right here. So the moon is sandwiched between um, Saturn and Pluto. So I would say this is like definitely self-transformation right now. And amongst the group. So whatever group you with, like the people and the actual, the body, the flesh, will definitely be transformation. You'll be heavily influenced about the communication and the ideas of what you see amongst the communication. I would say like, this coming up like what's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah. Definitely look out for like, heavy information as well, self-transformation information about your status, about how you can restructure things, about how the group can properly move. You know what I mean? Because Saturn and Pluto, between that, people are gonna not be like militant, but people are gonna be, they're gonna be thinking about one another. Someone's gonna walk in with like, a veggie pizza, but it's gonna be cut in like 26 pieces. I know that sounds wild, but I'm just thinking about, the Saturn trying to look out for everybody. Reconstruction and sharing, you know what I mean? And reconstruction and growth, you know what I mean? And communication. So, you know what I mean? And that all of this as well. You know what I mean? People see opportunity in things like this because it could be a lot of confusion. It deals with the internet, so it could be a high level of conversation on the internet scene. You know what I mean? But to clean this up and to wrap it up, ingressing into Aquarius, there's a lot more social talk on the internet. You know what I mean? People are really going to be putting their stuff out, even if it's casual. There's the third house of communication, and people just going to be, social media it up, if that is a word. And I use. But I got one more.
You just turned the term social media into a gerund. GERUND. That's words that end in ing. Social media.
I did like quote unquote English language for like other languages and things like that. Like tutu.
Absolutely.
Wild stuff. But Moonshine record. Yeah, no. All right, guys. We're still here June 16th, 2022. This is 2200 hours, 29 minutes, and 48 seconds. And we'll be talking about our emotions and communication and how that is trining one another. And that moon, our emotions, is in the first house in Aquarius, which is being ruled over by Saturn, which is right under there at 25 degrees in its own sign. It's as in Saturn in Aquarius retrograde, you know what I mean? So we're retroactively, collectively, changing ourselves, communicating to ourselves, you know what I mean? So people are definitely gonna be different, or they're gonna be thinking about like being different, and they're gonna, because of the influence that's gonna be on the internet or what's being talked about in the group. You know what I mean? The reason I'm saying this is because it's Aquarius, and Aquarius is a group, and Aquarius is networking. So a lot of groups will probably be restructuring themselves, in the future. You know what I mean? And we'll find that Mercury that is being trine, which is in the fourth house. So that means that all this restructuring is being influenced by the home. You know what I mean? So there's a gain with the North Node there in Venus. So there's, some communicating our values that is being influenced, that is trying how we are transforming ourselves and restructuring ourselves. You know what I mean? So Saturn is making sure we're upright, and right there is making sure we're not going back to what we used to do, because we're pulling the root up with Pluto, and it's retrograde. So we're turning around and we're uprooting. We're not just standing forward and directly in uprooting, because Pluto is, uprooting and transformation. You know what I mean? We're getting that out of here, but now you're turning back like, hey, there was something that was tugging me and I wasn't properly gaining my values, that I could take back to the crib or to the fourth house. And I heard that would be nationality or your home. You know what I mean? So right here, and speaking, global, you're going back retroactively to self in your mind and uprooting those things that can help you get back, your nationality or who you are. You know what I mean? And that's the fourth house. And that'll be properly communicated, because Mercury is in its own sign, so it's comfortable. You're going to be getting information that you're going to value, that you're going to gain from, that you can retroactively look at and use again, because the North Node is in Mars retrograde. But like I said, the mind is infinite, so you don't want to stay retrograde. You want to make sure there's balance. So you want to make sure that you go get what you need with what you have. You know what I mean? But to wrap that up, just harmony between your emotions and your communication between yourself and what's happening in your home, and you're gonna gain from that. You.
All righty. Thank you, my beloved brother. Whom are well pleased, Brother Benjamin Bay. Appreciate you so much, bro. And Brother Benjamin will be back. He will continue to give testimony, his diverse testimonies for when he delineates. Also, for give his testimonies for Tuesday. However, next we have our beloved brother, in whom we are well pleased, Brother Judge Advocate General Warsaw Bay. Right? We are going to yield the floor to our beloved brother Regulus. Right? And let me hit the next button here. And we yield the floor to you, beloved brother Islam.
So, all right. So, this is the holy day. Okay. Bear with me. All right. So yeah, this is the holy day, 17th of June. Right. Sun's at 26 degrees, Gemini, 12 minutes. Computer is lagging.
How is it the hour of the North Node? I'm gonna leave it alone though. Y'all see that, right? Yo, how is it the hour of the North Node? All right, I yield. Are y'all hearing me? Are we good?
Oh, the hour of the North Node.
Did y'all see that? It's nothing there being calculated. This is one of those probably things that's happening that this computer program is not supposed to be doing. But it says the hour of the North Node. Just want to make sure we're all seeing that for the record. That I've never seen that exist in planetary hours ever. When, you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. That might hit. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Go ahead, brother Terrell. I yield.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never seen
yeah. So Friday, holy day. Pretty much like Brother Benjamin was really telling you, you should really take heed of really that Thursday and everything that you pretty much just got, you know, that delivery you just got delivered. Because, you know, it's just really getting over the battles within oneself. And then, once you deal with your internal self, external battles don't even exist. Like, you know, in regards of how life works. So that's just really key. And again, just really pay attention to what Brother Benjamin just said. If you have to listen again, you probably should, because that Thursday and that holy day you're gonna see something pertaining to what he really just told you. And I'm gonna just leave that with the sunrise. The first aspect that I have is Moon sextile Jupiter, right? And that's amazing because it's so funny. It's like everything he probably said, you know, it may be in your dreams of some sort. It's very possible. But Moon sextile Jupiter, Moon's in the 8th. Wow, that's funny shit. Yeah, Moon's in the 8th house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, my shit's lagging. Okay, Moon's in the 10th house.
Yes,
right. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, it was a lag on the switch up.
Yeah.
No worries.
So Moon's in the 10th. Oh man. Yeah, Moon's in the 10th house. Jupiter is in the 12th house. Right? Yeah. So dreams from on high, basically messages from, some sort of guru, Benjamin, at a time. And it really could have,
Give me, bro. I hate it, bro.
You good. The message alone, it ignited some sort of fire in you, so to speak. It was something he said that just lighted what you are devoted to in life, so to speak. And it's really, again, connected to your roots. who you are, your nationality, so to speak, like you mentioned. Like, who are you? Where do you come from? You know, trace yourself back, you know, from your mother to your grandmother to that mother, and so on and so forth, because it doesn't stop.
Right.
So with the moon, which is, you know, basically who you're connected to, and Jupiter being some sort of philosophical thought or school of thought or religious belief, so to speak, or religious thought, whatever. This is the opportunity to basically reconcile and see how how different cultures connected to whatever concept that they have, so to speak. It's you're able to see the unity in all of the different religions, quote unquote religions. They really gave you dogma system though. It's dogma and not really religion, which, you know, is realign. You're just realigning yourself again with your culture, like Brother Pitcher was just telling you to do. So this is really that opportunity, because you're going to see all of these different cultural things that may seem foreign. However, they are just, you know, your culture being adopted, and it seems foreign because you've adopted a culture that's not your culture, basically. So again, this is that opportunity to basically eradicate that whole falsehood that we've been, you know, programmed to submit ourselves to, so to speak. It's that with Jupiter and the moon, so to speak, and it's happening before the sunrise. So you could be up, you know, in the middle of the night and just having those flashes. You know what? You should actually go outside, and see the astronomy and the astrology for real. Like, see Saturn, you'll see Jupiter rising, Mars. Like, you can actually see how it's actualized in real life, and it's not just we're not just talking. It's not just lip service, like actually. So definitely, I would definitely recommend going to see the stars around this time if you're up. Saturn, Moon, Jupiter,
and Mars. Okay.
And Mars. Yeah, like, you know, you wait that 2-hour interval, you're gonna see all of those come up. Like, you stay from 327 to 527, you'll see. Yeah, your mind might be blown if you've never done that before. Islam. So we can move on to the moon square Uranus, and that's basically that, getting into the astrology, which right, Uranus. But then it could be some, like, the tension there could be like, or the obstacle or the challenge could be like, it could probably be so concrete and fixed, you know, whatever, you know, seeing what you see, it can again blow your mind, possibly, you know, scare you or whatnot. I don't know, you know, but getting connected to something like, again, just Earth itself, you know, and watching how the Earth rotates. That could, I don't know, if you've never done certain things, it can make you feel certain ways. So, you know, just experimenting with, again, the astronomy and the astrology, the astronomy specifically watching the stars rotate, or the Earth rotate, however you want to look at it, whatever, right? You're watching this phenomena actually happen, and you're seeing how certain concepts are, you know, how they come to life, because everything is from us, from the mind. We see it, and then we say, oh, that looks like blah, 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 and then that's just how it goes. So this could be that realization, or it can be the, what'd you say, bro?
There's like SpongeBob. You was like blah blah blah.
You're hilarious. It could be like, again, it can be scary, but it's not scary. But it's only scary because, you know, you don't really comprehend what it is you're processing. So again, maybe, you know, take a buddy with you if you are doing this sort of thing, like, you know, doing something that you aren't used to. You know, take someone you trust so y'all can do that challenge together, so to speak. Also, though, off kind of topic, back to the moon squared, sextile Jupiter. Like, really take care of your feet and stuff around these times. Like, your whole body, of course, but your feet specifically. Like, really, really, you know, take care of that. And your hair. Like, wash your hair. You know, could get all that whatever you got in it, get it out. If it's not natural, sorry, I'm not sorry. But yeah, Moon square Uranus, just connect to the astrology in some sense, whatever you're inventing, keep going at it. Don't give up, let something inspire you. Let a child inspire you. Be inspired by some child who's like 9 years old and he has 14 businesses or something like that. I don't know. Let that be inspiration. Seriously. And then my last aspect, we got Moon sextile Mars, right?
All right.
Yeah, so that Uranus energy is happening around 2137, and then that Mars energy is like an hour later, 58 minutes later. So Moon's still in the first.
Did you see when you did that square with Uranus and Luna that the North Node and the part of Fortune were conjunct? Did you see that?
Fourth house.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, and that's okay.
I'll shut up then. I'll shut up.
Yeah, I feel like that's. Go ahead. Are you?
Yeah, I was saying, Brother Terrell was saying, like, listen to your child. That could be a fortune, like you were saying, like, listen to that night road, those businesses. It may look like he's standing up all night, or he or she may be doing something, but it could be fortunate, bro. Yeah.
Indeed. Mm-hmm. Indeed. You can be inspired by anything. Don't put yourself in some sort of box. Like, seriously. Mm-hmm. Like, seriously.
Might get inspiration from dog shit in the lawn and come up with an invention or something. You know what I mean? No, I'm serious. That's what you're saying. No,
like, seriously.
The doggy bag.
It's so real. Like, you can find value in the thing that people do not find value in. That's how it goes. Yeah, so that moon in the first still, right? And Mars is in the second, right?
Man, how many times has Uranus has been intercepted? I mean, pardon me, Aquarius, pardon me. It's been a lot of Aquarian interception, bro. But Saturn is just holding it down for Capricorn and Uranus right now, bro. Like, seriously. But anyway, go ahead, man. I already told you, man. Astrology. Yeah, anyway, go ahead.
The fixed signs is definitely, they got it going. But anyway,
stronger than the chart today too.
Huh?
The Saturn at my location, he was stronger than the chart today.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Yeah, right.
Those two.
But yeah, this is basically, again, the sextile aspect. We know that's the opportunity, or there's something in front of you that you may be able to grab, so to speak. So with the moon being in Aquarius and Mars being in Aries, there's this ability or this chance to really ignite the courage that you have, so to speak. Like, everyone has courage, but everyone doesn't have the will to act on the said courage. So the willpower, so to speak, which would be Mars, is being activated through some sort of reconfiguration with our emotions, so to speak, because the moon is in Aquarius. So it's like we're seeing something, that inspires us, could be on the internet, of course, because we're dealing with, Aquarius, but it could just be something that our friend said, again, with like something Brother Benjamin said. You heard something on the internet and it was like, damn. And it just does it. It lights the fire for you, and it gets you to go where you want to go. You know what you want. So when you know what you want, you do what you want to do. Simple. It's not. That's
you'll get a reading from Brother Jag.
You're hilarious. So that energy alone, you're decisive. With the decisiveness, you're not thinking about, what about? There's no what about. That, like, again, knowing the fact that the all is mine. That's the first Hermetic principle. Why would it be a what about? What about it? So you're putting yourself in certain mental parameters to remove self-inflicted obstacles, so to speak. Because Mars, you know, and Chiron, you know, they just had their, you know, exactitude today, actually, but still the energy is, you know, configuration, still dealing with it. So we have to deal with what needs to be removed. Again, like Brother Benjamin was telling you, this is the time of eradication or not. So it's like victory or turmoil.
Eradication, for those that may need a, you know, translation, we trust that you don't, because we know that you are intelligent. Eradication means to uproot things out of your garden.
Islam. And that garden is your mind.
Islam.
That made me think about how Gita, when you said turn around and just transform, you know, and conflicting. You know what I mean? It's sitting in that chariot, knowing you have the divinity within you, because it's metaphysical. You know what I mean? So that's make that decision, know where you're going. Like our junior didn't know, so he knew he had to do, but he didn't have the will to do it. You know what I mean? He had all the tools. He had the armor. He had the chariot. He had Christian. You know what I mean? He had who he needs. I love Noah Jali. You know, you still don't get the remedy you need. So it's like you gotta spin the block. That's what Saturn comes in. Not to tell you.
Yeah, Islam.
To add to wisdom there.
Islam. And that's definitely Saturn spinning the block, because Saturn is retrograde. So, you know, Islam. I yield.
Yeah, I yield too.
All righty, y'all. All righty, Brother Terrell, I guess going to take over the controls. I mean, I can at least hit the next aspect for me. All righty, guys. So for the next, let's see, for Saturday and Sunday, I have, looks like 7 testimonies, 5 for the 18th, Saturday, the 18th, June 2022, as well as 2 on the 19th. All righty, Sunday, 19th, June 2022. So I guess I'll get started. My sunrise here, right, for the 18th is taking place at 0544 minutes and 37 seconds there. After looky Astro Cookie at 27 degrees Gemini. All righty, very close to a some acting degrees there. I didn't bring up the encyclopedia today. You know, I'm not going to. We're going to keep it just, we were encyclopedia last one. Yeah, because I could take it down and open it up and all those other things. We would have to close out of the chart adjust, but I'm not going to do that right now. We're just going to just ride with just the basic numeric code delineation right now for my freestyle Wednesday, so that we can get through it. Because like I said, Brother Terrell's got a laundry list there coming up on Monday. Seriously, Brother Benjamin just got through his laundry list. So, all right, let's get it going. So, all right, so for my sun thing, okay, so the sun's there, right? It's who's ruling it? Mercury in the 12th house. So yeah, we're definitely probably like communicating some self-discipline, some self-disciplinary things, so that we can be able to just move about locally in a very decisive fashion, without so much fascination and denial between things that we want to do and things that we have to do. So I just think we're going to really shine the light, definitely when it comes to making sure we're, evaluating our destiny or our plan, our direction and where we're going. So really just, for this morning, for Saturday, 18th June 2022 at sunrise, just make sure your mind and your heart are in the right place. I yield.
Look at the moon, Saturn, and
I know you can't make it up, can you?
Bro,
bro. Like, are you seeing these combinations? What we're doing? Like, we're focused on one thing, but if you look at everything else in the chart, you're like, hold up, bro.
Man.
Okay. Well, this is another thing for your sunrise then. I'm expecting to have we're going to have new students. Should I go any further than saying we're going to have new students with that ninth house looking like it's looking?
No.
Come on, man.
That's interesting. Yo, that's definitely Brother Benjamin.
And we're going to be new students because I'm about to join the
word. That's interesting. Yeah. Literally apprentice. Yeah. We like the apprentice now. But like, Brother Benjamin, I guarantee you somebody's gonna say something to you around on this day about what you said Thursday. I know. Watch. That shit is gonna be, oh my goodness. If they don't say it, you're gonna experience it yourself. Type energy. Yeah, like yo, yeah. I that's amazing, yo. That is amazing.
Yeah, bro. It's like, and not only that, because I know, like, all right,
It's like the spinning mirror image.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because imagine now if I'm now imagine us, all of us, taking quote unquote membership in our respective astrological societies and jurisprudence societies now, where it's just like, okay, I kicked it off, but you know, some of our brothers was in the jurisprudence joint already. I just introduced it, but they ain't joined yet because I was waiting for Mercury to hit Gemini. Now it's there. Now I'm going to be joining between now and Saturday. Do you get that? Indeed. So not only are we receiving new students, we're being new students too, so to speak, because we're allowing ourselves.
There's a new school of thought.
And like,
yeah, you see what I'm saying?
My brother Dad was saying, if I don't do it, I'll experience it, and you're experiencing it as the new student. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, literally, you're experiencing a new student as we like get new students. We'll experience that.
Yeah, it's a reciprocating energy. Are you? Yeah. You want to say something else, bro?
Gemini type energy. It's very Gemini type energy. Are you?
All right, so we got a quartile between Luna and Venus. So we got a lunar Venusian quartile here, Brother Terrell's. When is it? Is it before the sunrise or after? No? Okay, it's after.
It's after. My oh, there you go. I had a little tweak there. This computer does what it wants to do when it wants to do.
That looks nice, looking right. 1000 hours. Most people don't say 1000; they usually say 1000.
Islam, you got it. Yeah, but it's I'm lagged on the computer though. But go ahead, I yield.
Yeah, but we can't say it's 1009 o'clock. So 1000, 9 minutes and 13 seconds.
We actually could. We could.
I mean, we could, because we have free speech, right? And 13 seconds thereafter, 18th June 2022 for Saturn Day, Ilawa Kasi Il. All right, and what we're dealing with here is a lunar Venusian quartile. All right, and just to show you, just to, so to speak, because I'm pretty sure while I'm moving this right here, it doesn't. Does it mess with Brother Jag doing his thing? I don't think it does. Let's see.
No, I don't. Yeah, no, you good.
That's good. So we are able to still collab, where I can move the mouse and you can still kind of tab and do your thing. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to just be very brief with it, guys. Here's Luna, right? Luna's right here, 24 degrees. Aquarius, 44 minutes. Within the astrological degrees, you know, obviously I have a Luna conjunct Saturn coming up in my testimony next. However, with that being said, okay, this is all taking place and it's going down. We're really relating in a 2-2-2 kind of fashion to astrology, guys. Seventh house. Seventh house is relating to astrology, guys. And I'm telling you, at this point, we're really bringing together. We're kind of folding space and time, because when you see Luna and Saturn like this together, conjunct within the astrological degrees, first thing I think is Veritas and the solstitial colors. I'm thinking the solstitial color at this moment. You see what I'm saying? Solstitial color. Why? Because the solstitial color is Cancer and Capricorn, both ruled by Luna and Saturn. So look, guys, this is what we're dealing with right here with this quartile between Luna in the 7th in Aquarius and Venus in Taurus, being very dominant, she is. In the 10th, ruling the 10th, she is also. So really bringing a value to our status and how we're relating this astrology to people, guys. I guarantee you guys, I'm saying that at this point in time, you guys, we welcome you to 7HealStar.com so you can at least get your mirror sessions done first. I will make an announcement now prematurely because we have already discussed it. I and Brother Sean will be running a kind of a something for my solar return, because Brother Sean has the solar return reports. And so it means for us to, just do something collaboratively right there. I'm going to do the solar return reading. Brother Sean's going to do the reports. All righty. So what I want you guys to know that for my solar return coming up this July 8th, 2022. So the 8th July 2022 is a holy day. What we're doing for my solar return, we're taking on new people. We're going to discount what I normally take, all righty, for sessions or whatever. This is only doing my solar return. For 120 units, you will get, and I'm telling you guys, this is a fucking steal, respectfully. You will be able to get to do your solar return reading, whether your solar return is already passed already, and you just need to do that reading for the year. You know what I'm saying? We're going to analyze that solar return, look at your chart, look at your year for that moment, and we will do that for you guys for 120 units in lieu of lawful money pertaining to your Alim tuition. You will get the reading from me, all righty, and you will get a report from Brother Sean, all righty, and we're going to make sure, as we always do, guys, a lot of times we receive what we receive. We take 10% of what we get from you guys, and we find some place to be charitable, whether it is temples, all righty, that are out there, whether it's brothers that have looked out for us and didn't get astrology from us. They just want to make sure we had food to eat. So sometimes we treat our brothers to lunch, things like that. But we're making sure we're paying it forward. So a lot of times you guys support us. When you're supporting us for this minimum low price, as you guys may see it, for the mirror sessions or anything else that we're doing, guys, we're still being charitable and making sure, because we kind of know how this energy works and we know how to make things multiply. And so what we're also doing is making sure that you guys clearly see that even in my long, seemingly lengthy explanation, with the mouse still pointing to Luna and Saturn about to be conjunct in my next testimony, I'm showing you guys how we're going to really show you how we're relating this to you, all right, where we're offering you guys a means to be able to get over the obstacles and challenge with how you relate to people and what's your standing. You don't know? Well, my solar return coming up 8th July 2022, we're going to discount you guys a means where you're getting Brother Sean for that hour, for 60 minutes, for him to do the report. You're getting me for 60 minutes. What we may try to do there is have it so that when you guys get your report, you'll be able to see the both of us in some way, shape, or form without me going into details. So just keep that in mind, guys. Your solar return report, we're only going to run that special on the 8th July. So we're going to do some promo leading up to it. Let you guys know, hey, you want to get something going on. We want you to get your mirror sessions first. However, I'm running a special and I'll do your solar return report. However, you guys are going to make sure that you're exchanging for your Alim tuition 120 units in lieu of lawful money. And that's a steal because it's worth 3, if not 9 times that much. All right. Because really, to get me and Brother Sean for an hour, it's $330 an hour. No cap. All right. With that, I yield the floor, guys, on my lunar Venusian quartile, man. Just basically making sure we're relating our status in a way where we're allowing ourselves to really dominate. All right, really dominate what we're going to do as far as moving forward in our lives and being innovative with how we're relating to astrology. Moving right along now, we have a lunar Saturnian conjunction right there in the 6th house in Brother Jaguar soul style. And we're looking at a means for us to really bring home the essentials and serve one another when we're doing so. So you guys may be actually in the house realizing, like, oh man, my parents were hard and my mom and dad didn't listen. My male and female progenitors that summoned me or manifested me, let me say, to this planet, immaculately conceiving I. And I realized that before they didn't listen to me. However, now since there's all these things going on in the public trust and people don't know who to listen to and who to believe, what to believe, and it's things dealing with health, you will find your male and female progenitors actually, hey, what herb you say I should take again for this? That's what's about to happen, guys. I'm telling you. People are going to be sitting here apothecarying it up. Did I just gerund apothecary right there? Apothecarying. I just did a gerund type Brother Benjamin move there too. So we're social media.
I inspired.
See, so let's do a Brother Benjamin inspired gerund here while we're social mediating and letting you know that this particular trend means that some of you guys are going to be apothecarying right here, right? So with that, guys, let's just allow ourselves to bring home the essentials that will serve one another. All right, and I yield the floor. I know my next testimony is coming up is where Luna makes its last aspect. It's going to be trying the sun before it goes on its 2-hour and 42-minute void, of course, before egressing Aquarius, thus ingressing Pisces. All right, and this is taking place, it looks like at 1700 hours, right? 31 minutes and 45 seconds. And again, we have a lunar solar trine or solar lunar trine here, 27 degrees Gemini. 38 minutes, 27 degrees, Aquarius, 38 minutes. Now let's look at the houses here, man. This is 3 and 8, guys. So guys, you're going to allow yourself to serve inheritance. What does that mean? Because 6 houses from the 3rd house is the 8th. And we're allowing, see, how do you do inheritance service? What's an inheritance service? What kind of service do you do with inheritances? Are you writing wills? Are you helping children to come through the Stargate, right? Or can you look at the 8th house also as the values to the relationship, where really what we're doing is we're making sure we're not having sudden fascination and denial, and how we're communicating things in our heart, because our fated relationships are really here for our fortune. So let's have a very fortunate outcome due to really ridding ourselves of the fascination and denial and how we may be relating to it, and or not outshining it all, with our hearts, so that we can be able to get that fated related fortune that is really just a service away from how we are allowing ourselves to, hold on one moment here. Yeah, how we're really allowing ourselves to really communicate transformative essentials. See, it's one thing to transform. It's another thing to transform with the basics. And with this trine here, we are able to think globally, yet act locally. And with that, I yield the floor. So after my 2 hour and 42-minute border course with Luna here, right? We are looking at a Venusian Saturnian quartile. A Venusian Saturnian quartile, right? Oh, hold on. I might be wrong. Pardon me. It's not a 2 hour and 42-minute border course. It is a 18, 14, 11. Okay, it's a 4 hour and 11-minute border course. I stand corrected. I had to fix my own mistake because I realized that next transit wasn't an ingress into Pisces. It was a Venusian Saturnian score.
Yeah, I think I just had up the wrong. Aspect when you just gave that testimony. I think I actually had up the Venus square Saturn, and you did the Sun trine Moon.
To make sure I let you guys know that that's what the Moon has gone border course. And while it's border course, we have a Venusian Saturnian quartile here. So with this Venusian Saturnian quartile, and it looks like, hold on, I know you got to get it back, bro, but do your thing. I know you got it. With this Venusian Saturnian quartile, right? Looking great to me. At 1700 hours, 31 minutes and 45 seconds. As you can see, Luna is really just, let's see, where's Saturn? Right, and I'm supposed to, hold on, Venus, got it. Yeah, they look good. So Venus is in the 7th. She's dominant, man, and she has accidental dignity. She's dominant in the 7th, accidental dignity, dispositing for, the place that we're supposed to be headed in opposite our comfort zone, while ruling over a dominant Mercury too. And Mercury is in the house, a house that's, the values to a house that it would be dominant. Dominant is 6, but that being in 7. So really when it comes to our communication and thinking, guys, and moving forward, I really think you guys are having psychic impulses you need to really kind of listen to. You're having a That's So Raven moment. I think it would behoove us to really make sure that we're really reflecting on those communications that are really, I'm not going to use the word essential for Saturn in this one, innovative, actually. I'm going to go with innovation on this one because I think that you guys are going to be able to see something that's seemingly old and make it new, or I will use the terms in the Helios Bibliotech, Jesus turns water into wine. With that, I yield the floor. Wow, I'm going to Pisces, right? Talk about a chalice, water into wine, and let's talk about Pisces, right? That age of believing. So coming out of belief, however, ingressing it, Luna. After a 4 hour and 11-minute void of course, right? That's an information-filled void of course, right? Where you shouldn't be, making any transactions. No transactions, guys, on the 18th from 1450 to 1901. So from 2:50 p.m. to 7:01 p.m., make no major transactions because Moon void of course is buyer's remorse. Moon void of course is buyer's remorse. Anything you may transact for, and you got to really check your own chart though. We're just saying collectively. Collectively, we're not making any major transactions. However, within your own personal, so to speak, your own mother gifted natals might not be as bad for you, because sometimes that's how things go. Something that might be good, not so great collectively, on some way, shape, or form, it might not really affect you in a negative way. But you might notice that when you go somewhere, right? Let's say, okay, it's good for you to go and grab some lunch during the moon board, of course, and you kind of want something that you know is kind of pricey, but that's what you want to eat. The line might be long. That's the buyer's remorse portion of it. It ain't like, oh, they messed up my order. No, the order's perfect. You just had to wait 40 minutes for it. Like that kind of energy. Because collectively, like I said, collectively, it's not fortunate. But for you individually, well, that's that, you being the sentient being, because individual is a federal agent. So I don't want to, we're not going to speak federal agent ease here. You being the singular sentient being that you are may be beneficial for you, but however, the world around you may not be as organized as the transit may have you being, whereas collectively they're, having a buyer's remorse. Man, why'd I even come here? Now this line packed. You may hear people complaining, but you're going to get your little meal that you like because you don't care about those people. You're willing to be patient. All right. All right. So, and lastly, we have Luna ingressing Pisces, and Brother Terrell already has that here. It's happening in the third house, guys. So we're really home communicating spirituality. You might find yourself with your members, maybe studying something that allows yourself to do breath descended practices, where the breathing exercises that are taking place in the home will allow you to actually see some things. Get that Akashic record download, right? You're not a believer. So you go and get this Akashic record download. You allow yourself to set your feet on the course, all righty, pertaining to a local thinking, where you'll be able again to really allow you, your brothers, your siblings, or even those that are in your local neighborhood, and you will probably kind of be the candidate for shamanism, so to speak, or the one that people go to for, the advice pertaining to, since it seems like it's a fad of spirituality and higher learning, and everybody's so quote unquote woke or whatever, people are going to actually be seeing like, hold on, man, maybe I'm the chosen one in my area or group that people actually come to for the quote unquote advice. So it's like you're the Manu, right? You're the one that's supposed to hand down the manic law, so to speak, for your group, because until they get to a point where they can see it for themselves, because that's really what you want to go for. A true shaman, a true manic lawyer would make everyone around them or her a shaman or a manic lawyer according to their own constitution. With that, I yield the floor. And I get into my final two testimonies after the sunrise on the 19th. So the sunrise that we're having on the 19th is taking place roughly around 0500 hours and 45 minutes. All righty. And of course, Sol is still transiting Gemini. So that's what sign is on the rise. When the sun rises, that's the sun. That's the sign that's, ascending with the sun. 28 degrees, right? Getting real close. Again, actors, man. People that's going to acting classes. You guys, maybe there's something that, there's a play that you want to check out. I really got a feeling like people are probably really thinking. I think play energy is out there a lot. You know what I mean? And I don't mean like playing around. I mean like people are like writing scripts, acting out things. Because I think, the spirit pertaining to mock energy is out there, whether it's mock trial, whether it's like mocking life through theater, some way, shape, or form like that. Interestingly, me saying that, I would have to say, square, the mutable square, the mutable cross, is Gemini, Sag, Virgo, Pisces. And we just look at what's close to 28 degrees Pisces other than Neptune. So yeah, guys, I really think there's some obstacle or challenge pertaining to some type of presentation that is actually going to make people really go, okay, now I get it. It's like the confusion is gone, right? Goodness gracious. This is just so amazing to really look, because yes, guys, we already know when the sun and ascendant is conjunct, yeah, you should see for Luna and Spirit to be conjunct too. Interestingly, though, where's the part of fortune? How about that? At the degree where the sun has its quote unquote fall in the 5th. So that just lets me know that even this right here, guys, I got a feeling that something might pop up about children actors. So just let me know what pops up on Sunday, 19th June, where everybody's on their, isn't that what they call the Negro Black colors call their Juneteenth? So this must be the day that everybody's going to be playing that Birth of a Nation BS. You know, the Nat Turner stuff. So I got a feeling that's when I say something about acting and theater, I got a feeling that's what this is. And so something there dealing with the fall of the sun, the fortune pertaining to the sun's fall within the creativity or on stage, 5th house. You'll see. You'll see. I yield though.
That is a colorful, acting is a colorful platform.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Very colorful. Very.
I see what you did there.
Right? All right, so for my first testimony, right, 1 out of 2 for the 19th for me, all right, I have a Venusian Neptunian sextile. So there's this, you know, growth opportunity between what we value and what we want to institute. All right, so the values we're looking to institute, guys, we can do it a lot more this time around. All righty, and we're actually doing it in the areas of our life, right? The areas of our life, or the areas pertaining to our life. But this is actually happening. And again, guys, I said it's a Venusian Neptunian, which is awesome because Neptune is a higher vibration of Venus. So look at that. Look at that. So the higher vibrations of Venus is institution. Look at that. Right? That's why when people are in love, then they, you know, have matrimony. That's an institution, right? So to speak, right? So now let's look at the growth and growth opportunity there, right? What areas in life is this happening, right? Where's Venus? Well, looky, she's there dominant. Man, 5 on the left, 2 on the right. Are you serious, bro? Is this happening? It's really happening. 25, 25. It's really happening. In the 1st and the 3rd house, guys, look, man. Look, if you've never, ever taken the time to really express what you really feel and even know deep down within you, this is the perfect time to allow your subconscious mind to have that royal star of the South kind of vibe and allow the way you would like to institute yourself locally, whether in your home, maybe there's some early childhood development situation where you like to bring forth certain values or whatever when it comes to certain things. Knock it out. Make sure you can do what you got to do, because I guarantee you at the end of the day, what you're going to see in your own thinking, that you have really allowed yourself to be very innovative in the direction in which you're going, because now you can take the values that you've learned and be able to communicate them in a way where your subconscious mind allows you to expand the institution in which you see for yourself and your loved ones. I yield the floor. Lunar Mercurial quartile. All right, we have a lunar Mercurial quartile here. So we have Moon squaring Mercury, right? And of course, this is happening, of course, on the mutable cross, right? Because I just told you, mutable cross is Gemini, Sag, Virgo, Pisces. So Luna's there in Pisces, 5 degrees, 17 minutes, and it's a quartile here because Mercury's there in the 1st house. However, let's look exactly where this is taking place, because Luna stands guard there like a bouncer at the 11th house. So guys, I'm telling you, we're definitely being able to communicate the things that we have actually instituted. I think what also is going to happen here, the ideas about astrology that people have, oh my God, are you about to be completely disillusioned? You really think that what you know about astrology is the end all be all? You guys are going to really probably see, like I said, astrology floored me recently. It really did. However, I've embraced it even further because now I'm able to grow further. So if you really want to grow with this challenge between your subconscious mind and the things that you're internally communicating, or even those that you may locally communicate with others outside of yourself, I think the naivety and the beliefs are going to get closer and closer to nil, if not never be existent again, because you're allowing yourself to find the values in your status. So your subconscious mind is really standing guard on how you want to spiritually evolve. And you're doing it in a way where you're going to make sure that you meet the obstacles pertaining to whatever communications you have so that you can ascend in honor. All right, seriously ascend in honor, guys, because you got to dominate what you're going to say here. All righty, and make sure that the dominance is not aggression. The dominance is pure confidence and knowledge. With that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I am well pleased, Brother Terrell Tamari Bey. And I yield the floor, beloved. Islam.
Islam. All right.
Hold on.
To the 20th
Where
of
was that?
June.
How am I now on the 19th and I hit that stuff? Where did we just come from? I just read the right chart, right?
Yeah.
Ah, it was at 4 o'clock. Huh? Gotcha. Next. I didn't read the times on any of those things. I went straight testimony, bro. I didn't even read the times.
You good, man. That's it.
Yeah, it's like, you guys, you want to go back and be like, oh, what time is it? Like, guys, if you haven't caught on yet, look, just read the chart and you see right there, right? There's the date, that's called the date and the time. Yeah.
If you get the calendar, I was looking because I was, I guess subconsciously when you were saying, I was like, what delineation you talking about? And I just found like the time and I found the delineation.
Yeah, it's
directly next to a delineation. I was like, huh. So I looked at the physical clock on the chart. I was like, okay, cool. Then I found what he was reading in the chart from the time. So even if we don't say it, you know, you can pick up your Astro Weather Report chart, you know what I mean? For a few records, and you know. But when just in case bros focus like that, it's like because you never know. It's a freestyle French day, so you just like. But I yield. I want to take about bros' time.
Islam on a freestyle Wednesday. Yep, brother. We'll get to Brother Terrell's laundry list here.
All right. Islam. Yeah. So the 20th of June. Right. 29 degrees, Gemini, 4 minutes. Sunrise is 0500, 44 minutes, 56 seconds to be exact. Yes. So again, this is Friday and Monday. Thursday, Friday, and Monday will be relative to, you know, just really control your anger. Don't let conflict, you know, be your generator, or don't let it be what moves you or motivates you, so to speak, or just use it for a benefit, so to speak, rather than let it be your downfall, or, you know, to deplete your character, so to speak. Find ways to conflict resolution, so to speak. That's the correct term, right? Or the proper term. First aspect we got going on is Uranus again. So the moon's on the sextile Uranus, right? So the moon's in Pisces now, right? 17 degrees, 16 minutes in the 12th house, right? And Uranus is in the second house, 17 degrees, 16 minutes as well, right? This is interesting. Yeah, so this is like I would recommend. I'm gonna always recommend this movie anytime I see this type of energy. So, like Apocalypto, if you've seen Apocalypto, you can watch it again. you can watch it.
Yeah, I'll go watch it.
You said what, bro?
I've never seen it. I'll go watch it though. Now I see
it. Bro. Oh man. Come on, yeah.
Is it Netflix or something? Like, I mean, I'm like watch movies like that.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's a cool film. It's Pisces energy. Just utilizing the imagination and seeing how that works, right? Because that's all it is. The never-ending story too. That's another one with this energy. Because, like, again, it's seeing the beauties of the imagination and seeing how, again, all is mind. That's where everything stems from. So that opportunity to really connect to what, certain mental processes that we are used to, or that we again have been programmed to cling to. It's just, again, that, like Brother Hassan was just saying, kind of that aha moment when you're able to eradicate shit that you thought you knew about. Like, you thought Christianity was blah, 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 or you thought Judaism was blah, 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 or you thought Buddhism.
More science.
Blah, blah,
You thought
blah.
more science was something that was
Yeah.
dogmatic.
Yeah, all those, like, the isms, all the isms and whatnot, it's dead. The priesthood is dead, so to speak. The priesthood is dead. So now individuals are seeing that they are their own savior. You are your own savior. You are Christ, so to speak. And this is that energy here, connecting to, nature, so to speak. What'd you say, bro?
Oh, he did teach in that age that the moon is in.
Islam, yeah.
Got him.
He's like, you Christ. I was like, what else? So,
And then he it seemed to be like something he invented, something so original, and oh my God, they never seen it, which would be, Uranus, the originator, the inventor of something, so to speak. Right. So yeah, just again, just connecting back to your cultural roots, like who are you? Do you know of any being superior to you and your mother? That's quoting Charles Mosley Bay. Right? Islam. So yeah, just connecting to reality in nature, going to ground yourself. Again, getting outside more. Really, even though it's 50 minutes past midnight. So what? Even if it's raining, I don't know, go play in the rain. Just do something different. Do something that you've never done before.
Like being in harmony with nature. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. What's actually wrong with playing in the rain? Like, let me know.
Well, Missy Elliott says she can't stand it against her window, so maybe you should go outside. Against your skin.
Yeah, Islam.
Right?
That was clever.
Yeah, so look at that.
do it for little Saint.
Let's do it for little Saint. Are you serious, bro? Really?
Yeah, my favorite movie, by the way.
You're hilarious.
Yeah, so look, we're gonna go to Mercury sextiles Jupiter. Right? So we had the moon sextile Jupiter on the holy day. So now again, this is again that brother Benjamin's message.
All right, baby. You all right?
So to speak.
Kick the dog just now, man.
Uh-oh. Goodness gracious.
All right, go ahead. Wowzers. Hold on, I'm with you. Boom. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, not the right date. Forgive me. I don't know what I just did. Oh, I forgot to hit next. That's what I did wrong. I was on Brother Hassan. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Here's Mercury and Jupiter.
Oh, Mercury on the helm.
Oh,
all right.
And so Mercury's in his joy.
Indeed.
And dominant. Lucky Astro Cookie. Wow, Venus is dispositing for it. Okay.
This is a great time to write, huh? Ooh, the Celestine Prophecy. You should listen to that audio book. Don't do anything. Just sit there for 9 hours and meditate.
Hey, that sounds like something I would like to do.
That's interesting. That would be a very interesting disciplined task. But no, seriously though, you can definitely actually listen to some audiobooks and probably take notes. Bhagavad Gita. Definitely the Holy Quran Chapter 7 for sure. That's not, you could just read it instead of, audiobook. And I don't know. But yeah, the Celestine Prophecy. I would recommend listening to that or reading it, ordering it, something like that. But just getting into your whatever you're really interested in, any scientific studies that you may be getting into, studying the body, anatomy, so to speak. Yeah, if you're definitely getting into some sort of whatever studies you're getting into, really, really, take heed of it. Be open to, learning again from someone younger than you, so to speak, with the Mercury energy, sextiling Jupiter, because that guru and teacher, student and guru relationship, or student and teacher relationship, will be very fruitful, so to speak. This is the opportunity to really, initiate something again fruitful, for the benefit of everyone involved, so to speak, because this is a collective thing, right? So whatever poetry, maybe even painting, whatever painting works, whatever food you've been planning that may be showing its head now, or anything like that. All of these things, just really connect to what you're interested in, and stay devoted to it. Really get you a journal too, possibly. Maybe plan out the first 4 hours of your day to put it in a structured format, so you can be putting your value system in front of you, so to speak. You're bringing it to the physical rather than just having it, in your mind based on how you want things to do. You're bringing it down to the physical so you can read it and, invoke it out loud. Right.
That's fucking spot on, bro. I gotta admit, yeah, I see that completely with just Jupiter in the 11th, not even what sign it's in. Just Jupiter in the 11th, Mercury in the first is just writing a journal, because that's Mercury's 3 houses away from status values. So why not write about it?
Right. And the dreams too, definitely writing about some sort of dream that you may have just had, or dreams from the past. That's definitely, or dreams, your childhood memories, things like that. That's very heightened. So just get it out. Let it be known. All right, we can move on to the moon moon conjunct Neptune, right? So moon's still in Pisces, of course. It's going to conjunct Neptune at 25 degrees, 26 minutes. They are in the 5th house, right?
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let you get your testimony, and I'm gonna save my comment so after you.
So
I want to see if you're gonna say it. If you say it, I'm just gonna Pee-wee Playhouse. Ah! That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait to see what you say, though.
So yeah, like really just with the moon conjunct Neptune in the 5th, finding some way to really, like I mentioned earlier, going to the spa and taking care of your feet. This could really be that. Just really connecting your body, or really just taking care of your body. Definitely with your mate too, just doing something together that may really, really bring out something that may be hidden within yourself, so to speak. With just it's the self-care thing though, even if you don't have a mate. It's really just taking yourself out somewhere that you enjoy, right? And then you may you're hilarious.
You're so close, yo. I'm about to Pee-wee Playhouse this shit out you, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm listening, man.
Oh goodness, man. The enjoyment that's needed at this time is really essential. So like really, I would say like maybe even just being with the children could ignite some sort of creative ability that there's something hidden that may be it's going to show itself within whom you're dealing with, so to speak. It's a close relative that may help you get something that you may have been investing in, so to speak. There's some investment that you may have thought about times ago that may come to fruition now, so to speak. So you can be open to that. But really just self-care here. Really just taking care of your feet and cutting your hair maybe. Getting definitely, specifically you, bro. You should probably get a retwist around this time.
Oh, that's already in the making.
It's like,
Let me say, all right, let me add to your wisdom. I'm going to add to your wisdom by asking you questions, though. The fifth house is second to what?
say it again.
The fifth house is second to what?
Fourth house.
All righty. Now, we know that's the values, right? And you had said earlier something about, maybe getting together, you and your loved one, maybe going out doing something together. What would that going out be, yo? Because that's what I was thinking. But and you might not necessarily go out because you said second to the fourth, because fourth is what? Keyword.
Oh.
All right. So it's Lunar conjunct Neptune.
Yeah, like you could, again, you could be the
spot chill, bro.
The spa day could be at home type vibe. You could have all of the equipment.
Yeah, I was also looking like, okay, is this a movie date?
Oh, okay, of course. Yeah, indeed.
Fifth house recreation, you know what I mean?
Right.
But Moon,
Right.
Neptune,
Something entertaining. Even bowling too. I was thinking bowling, something with you're putting on something with the feet, what's happening with the feet? Some sort of something different. Maybe I even thought laser tag. I was thinking laser tag would be cool.
That's interesting too, bro. I can see that.
That would be pretty. Soccer definitely would be dope. I'm thinking like I thought what is it called? Oh, frisbee.
No, that's interesting.
Frisbee too.
Also.
Just doing something unique and different, but you're enjoying it because it's bringing out something that, that's hitting again. You may not even know how much you enjoy this shit.
What's funny is when you even said too just now about bowling and it's being fifth house, we know fifth house deals with the stage. And technically when you go to bowl, you do have to step up on a platform to bowling. So
right, and it's foot first though
too,
right? It's foot first. You have to you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. I'll give you that, bro. Seriously. And the moon is the fastest moving thing there, so the ball's going to return quickly. So yes, that is bowling, bro. I will get. That's very clever, bro. Very fucking clever. All right, I give it to you, bro.
Yeah, so just do something that really brings out that inner child, which is the fifth house naturally, right? Again, apocalypto. Ha!
Hey.
Like you gotta really watch that movie. Like just like how you don't read a book one time, you don't listen to a song one time, you don't eat the food that you eat one time. That just doesn't happen.
I got Foodie's record. One time. Hey yo, L, you got the lyrics. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we can move on. What I got Moon sextile Venus, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is still that oh man, look at that 1910, 1911, 7-11. Muy interesante. Yeah, the moon being in the third house, right? Yeah, moon's in the third. Venus is in the sixth, right? Yeah, so this is pretty cool. This is back to that journal, or being inspired again by some sort of creative endeavor. It could be some poet that may be inspiring you or some sort of artist with Venus being in the sixth, so this is something that they may do this on a regular basis. Like this can be some woman who works out. She's super muscular, but it's not manly though. It's like actually it looks like, damn, she's actually quite fit there. Right? It's a little bit fit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit fit, man. I'm just saying, bro. It's major
inspiring, fit, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I posted Taurus type before. She's showing us She's stronger than ox.
It's long.
Yeah, for real. Like that's that energy. Like Venus in the 6th house is like this woman. She definitely works out pretty much, and she loves it. She enjoys it. So, and then
She's really great at customer service or some shit like that.
yeah, Moon's in Pisces, so you know she loves to be at some sort of. She works out or something. It's some recreational, experience, right? But yeah, it's just really inspiring. Again, with Moon and Venus. So some older lady, which would be the Moon, could be inspired by a younger woman, which would be Venus, and how she carries herself. Like, oh my God, you remind me of when I was your age. Like something like that. That's a possibility within, helping, just being of service, like bro was saying. What you about to say, Brother Benjamin?
It reminded me, he was like an older woman to a younger woman. Older woman came in, not an older woman, but older, I guess she was talking to a younger woman. Long story short, she was telling someone about this younger girl, like basically shaking her butt on TikTok. She was like, she's too old for that. Her cycle's gonna come and she's not gonna know what she's gonna do. She needs to sit down somewhere. And she was in the service, like a service store, she was in like a thick house situation, you know what I mean? And that reminds me of so, like
right. To actually be someone like behind some counter, like telling the woman, word.
I mean, Venus and Mercury in the 6th is the cash register and the cashier too. I mean,
indeed.
I can see it.
It's like in the West, so it's like it will be like the counter will probably be on the west side of the building, so to speak, or somewhere on the, right.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is really just a good time to really connect to what really moves you too, though, because the Moon, again, like Brother Hassan said, the Moon moves pretty fast. So does Venus too, but not as fast as the Moon. But the relationship that they're having right now, you're really formulating or recognizing what really, makes you happy in a sense, what really moves you, like what really lights the fire up under your ass, so to speak. That's just pretty much it. So just really take heed of that. And, again, write it down. Like get comfortable with, writing stuff down. And if you want to, be secretive about it, just, put your journal in a secretive place. I don't know.
Yeah, without all the thug life languaging, Luna would be like the celestial Tupac. It gets around. You know what I mean? So that's just all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by its everyday fits. It ain't rich. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, no, it actually is, because it controls food, water, and life on the planet. So So with that being said, I yield to you, beloved brother. I'm listening.
All right, so we got Moon sextile Pluto now, right?
Absolutely Moon.
So we're going to deal with that. And then this is that, again, this goes back to Brother Benjamin's testimony on Thursday. So when he had that Moon conjunct, he had the Moon conjunct Pluto.
Ooh, Pluto's in the first.
In conjunction. Okay.
Say it again, bro.
Is it in conjunction?
I hear you. Islam. So the sextile, again, that's their opportunity or something you can grasp, something you have the ability to take heed of. So Pluto's in the first, right? 52 minutes short. And Moon's in the third, right? Yeah, Moon's in the third. So it's a lot of communication and, childhood memories and blasts from the past, really. Like, definitely something about some childhood shows could be coming back up, possibly. Childhood movies they could be remaking, they could probably make another Jurassic Park again. I don't know. The movies that they always make over and over again. They could possibly be doing that right now. That's going to be publicized around this time, and it may be actually, it may ignite some sort of creative activity within you, because it may show you how easy it is to create stuff, so to speak. Like, with, again, just the imagination, you're just using your creative abilities you know, and it really being inspired by stuff that you see day to day, right? Where's
While you on that, bro? Oh yeah, I'm pointing to it on purpose.
and that wait, what you pointing to?
Then when you look at her score, what?
What you looking at? Oh, you're looking at the dignities.
The mutual reception by exaltation between Luna and Venus while you're doing this Luna sextile Pluto.
Oh, so it's plus 12.
What?
They don't do say plus 12.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's ruling the 10th too. And
while in mutual reception with the moon just 1 degree past its exaltation point for Venus, because Venus's exaltation degree is 27. So Venus is actually sextiling its exaltation point where Luna is. So when we did that Luna sextile Venus, did we get there yet? That was your previous one, right?
Yeah.
You just did one Luna sextile Venus, right?
Yeah.
Like at 1911, bro. That was a mutual reception sextile, bro. Like, I'm gonna go back and look at that one. Yeah, I'm telling you, I am looking at the essential dignities while we're going on. Just like, yo, Venus is boss.
Yeah, indeed.
Right now, bro.
Indeed. So it's like really just listening. It's listening to the ones who you don't want to listen to. So the ones who were shunned are the ones who are like considered now. Like you the ones you've rejected. You've rejected the rejects, and now it's like those are the ones that you need, so to speak.
So hold on. So does that mean? Oh, so I'm sorry, bro.
No. Go ahead. What you about to say?
If that's the case, this is Earth for Pluto, water for the moon, and Earth for. So that means the next thing there's got to be a Venus. I think Brother Benjamin got a Venus trine Pluto. Yo, this is. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, bro. Y'all my magnificent brothers in one. I'm just like, yo, this is when astrology kind of floors me a little bit because I think I know what's coming.
Yeah.
I think I know what's coming.
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah. All right, you, bro.
Yeah, so just connect to the gifts that you have and really embrace them.
Yes.
Don't run away from them. Like seriously, embrace the gifts that you have. That you have them for a reason. So you should probably utilize them.
Embrace them.
Or yeah. It'll do you some justice. I'm sure. Moving on. The sun, the moon is going to square the sun, right? 11-11, 23-11. So it says, depending on the exactitude, right? But yeah, so now this is the time where you're seeing your creative blockage. Or let's just call it writer's block, but it's not writer's block. It's just mental doubt. You're doubting yourself. I think I posted something earlier, and it's Kobe Bryant said something about doubt. It's just doubt. It's so. What is that? Why would you doubt? Why would you doubt yourself?
Powerful, dog. Powerful.
Say it again.
I said that was powerful, bro. I was thinking that too when you said that. I was like, I hope you say about his post earlier. Definitely take that out. Like
Islam. Yeah, it was like I don't know it verbatim, but like it was like why would you doubt yourself? Doubt like you're gonna succeed or fail regardless. It's like you're gonna win or lose regardless. So at the end of the day, whichever side you're on, you got to get up. you have to still have to be you.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'll wait. No, I'll wait.
What'd you say, bro?
I was going to ad lib. Okay, I was just going to ad lib. You're basically saying, I guess I'll say it like Luther Obama's anger translator in terms of Debo. Stop being a bitch. Come on. And I yield.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Sure.
All right, I yield, bro. I yield.
Yeah, no, like you're finding the balance in turmoil or sadness. Like you don't have, again, this This is a maxim. You don't have joy without sadness. Period. You don't know. You don't know.
That's all. Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Golly, yo.
Joy and pain.
Yeah.
Sunshine. I yield.
That's real. That's real. So, you know, don't be fixed on one side of the coin, on one whatever. Know how to live in between, so to speak. No balance. Let's just put it like that. Not even live in between. You definitely don't straddle the fence. You definitely know your principles though, and your guidelines and your morals, and you live off that foundation, and you build based off that.
In terms of our nephew, fix your actions.
Islam, that's simple. It's so we don't have to make it hard. So again, with the sun even being where it loves to be, which is in the 5th house, and the moon is in the 1st, intercepted too. Like, yeah, this is a time to change who you are. This is the time to be who you are and not who they told you to be. Basically, that's that quote there. This is that.
Ooh, say that again, yo, because that shit just gave me goosebumps, bro. Say that again.
Islam, genuinely, do not be who they told you to be. This is the time to be who you are specifically.
Ooh, you gave me goosebumps twice. Yeah, bro, that's real.
You're hilarious. Oh my god.
No, you want it, bro. No, you want it, bro. Like, this shit standing up. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see my camera? See that? That hair standing up on my arm, bro. Not cold in here.
Islam.
Yeah, that's on point.
That's real. Indeed. Islam. And with that, so after that, the moon goes away for what? 26 minutes? Yeah, 26.
36.
36. Wait, what?
Is it 36? No, you're right. 20, it's 26.
26 minutes.
It's 26.
26 minutes. So, come on. You can do that. You can do that. It's 26 minutes.
I'm gonna move on to where Luna ingresses then. Boom, there you go.
It's 26 minutes. Come on.
26.
You can hold off.
That's like a TV show. That's like an episode.
Put it in your card.
You said it's an episode of what?
Like an episode of a TV show.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, with the commercials included. Yeah, because most television shows are about, you get about 4 minutes worth of commercials and those types of presentations.
How many chapters of the Bhagavad Gita is that, you think? How many chapters you can get in 24 minutes?
The Bhagavad Gita?
26.
That's a good question, bro.
4. How would you say?
I said that's a good question.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 3 or 4 here.
3 or 4?
Yeah, let's do a Bhagavad Gita time challenge.
Heard that.
No, for real.
The Bhagavad Gita time challenge.
Start at 3 and go, or 1500 and go to 1526 minutes. See what chapter you go on.
Basically. Well, why not?
I like that. I actually like that.
Make sure your YouTube version don't have I was on YouTube. YouTube version don't have commercials because that could be a thing. I don't have a say so in that, but you're like, you're into it, and then you hear like, oh, wow, you're like, what the
yeah, it's like,
right. Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm listening to this. That's why I download shit from YouTube. Anyway, and
well, appreciate that, Jim.
I said what? I said I download videos from YouTube. So with that being said, yes, I will say that you guys are spot on. I yield, man. I yield, bro. Go right. I yield.
Islam. All right. So then the moon's gonna ingress into Aries, right?
Oh,
so
that's what I'm gonna say. Yes, 11 p.m. on this day, on the 20th. Start listening to the Bhagavad Gita, and then when the 26 minutes are up, see how far you got. I guess you could look at it like that. Or you can go to the Bhagavad Gita video and then scrub forward to 26 minutes in the video and see how far you are.
That's very true.
You know what I mean? Like, you can do that too.
That's just folding time. I was like, you're right. I was taking the train. He's like,
yeah, we're time travelers, bro. Time travelers, time travel. For real. I yield.
Oh man, I'm glad you just said that. That just brought back my because that's kind of what I was thinking. All right, so with this moon in Aries energy, specifically with just time traveling alone, when you start to realize the beauty or the actuality in the astrology, you're going to start seeing the significance of these dates that just keep that just repeat and repeat. You're going to start to see certain patterns that just repeat and repeat, right? This is the uncovering time, so to speak, especially with that Mars and Chiron energy. There's a lot of eradication, uprooting, right? As he said, specifically happening here. So with that, really just, submit to it, or, let us know how that goes. And with that, I yield the floor.
Oh, you know what? We were off, bro. Let me say this.
What happened?
It would be 26 minutes, but technically, let me double back. Oh, no. It is 26 minutes. I'm looking at Brother Benjamin's sun in Cancer. I would have been loud and wrong, so I yield. Never mind.
You're talking about the void?
Yeah, the void's correct. It's absolutely
okay.
correct.
Yeah. Gotcha. I yield.
All righty, here we go. Boom, to the 21st for Brother Benjamin. I yield, bro.
It's on. All right. We got Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. We got 500 hours there, 45 minutes, 8 seconds. This is the date of the moon, Intuition Monday. Come check on your brother's sun out. Hour of Jupiter. All right, on the rise here in Baltimore, 0 degrees Cancer, 1 minute, and the ruler of that sign is the 10th house of careers. The moon I'm speaking about in Aries, as my brother Jag spoke of in his delineation. The moon is now entered into Aries at 3 degrees Aries, 22 minutes. But I am here to speak about Venus trine Neptune, if I'm correct, at 400 hours and 23 minutes. And we'll jump into that, and that will be our values trining some type of confusion. No, loud and wrong. That's Pluto.
Yeah.
That's Pluto. I saw the little circle there. I was like, wait. That's Pluto. So we have Venus trine Pluto. So how are we looking in the mirror, transforming ourselves? You know what I mean?
I messed up there. Hold on. It's supposed to be previous. Pardon me.
It's on.
There we go.
All right. So, all right, Venus trine Pluto, and Pluto is there in the 9th house, retro in Capricorn, and Venus is in the 12th house. All right, so we have taken some higher learning that has transformed the way we are subconsciously thinking about our values, and we've gained some type of, sudden ratification. My brother say, we've kicked out the old and put in the new. But we haven't physically put it in yet because our values are still inwardly because, they're blind to us. You know what I mean? They're in the 12th house. So, we're taking those and arranging them, so to speak. Because when you pull something up, you don't just want to place it down anywhere. But this Capricorn right there is going to know where to put it because Saturn's going to structure, Saturn's going to know, and Saturn is in the 10th house in Aquarius. So wherever you're putting these values, they're going to benefit not only you, but the collective. You know what I mean? So you're going to take your thoughts, your values thoughts, and plant them somewhere there that the collective is going to gain from it. You know what I mean? It's going to be new to them. It's sudden change for them. You know what I mean? You're not trying to make you sound like a savior or something like that, but you've been quote unquote saving yourself within the information you got from the 9th house. Where Pluto was, rearranging things, who was stripping down things to the bar and getting rid of what we thought that was valuable. You know what I mean? So now we're in the 12th house, man, I thought this, I thought that, and now we're overloaded with information because Rahu is there in conjunction with Venus. So all of that information we gain, we're kind of bloated on it. Our mind is just spinning. The wheels are spinning. You know what I mean? It's new. So right now you just want to slow down, take your time. And since this is a trine, that's harmony, and you're resonating with this new information that is, changed the way you're subconsciously thinking, which in return you can go put it into the 6th house and make it of service to, whoever wants to use it. But wrapping up, there's this trine within your higher learning and, within your subconscious. You know what I'm saying? Just, take that and do good with it. So there's harmony in this. And our yielders, there.
Notice a pattern when Luna ingressed Aries, it was in the first house, and now the Sun's ingressing Cancer in the first house from the perspective near the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic. Okay, I yield.
Islam.
Islam.
Speaking into that, I'm speaking about the Sun ingressing into Cancer right now. So it's right here. I guess same chart.
Oh, are we here? Are we there yet?
Yeah, it's me. I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sun's ingressing, right? Yeah, that's what I put there.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, all right. Boom. All right. So now my next lineation is the Sun. The ego, the personality is now shining on the self, and it is in Cancer. So we're, nurturing the self. We're caring about the home. You know what I'm saying? We're being influenced by the home. So how is our self reflecting us inwardly? How are we taking our home and making our home identify who we are? You know what I'm saying? Who are you, nationally? You know what I mean? Because your home is, your nationality, your nativity, where you came from, your mother, and the fourth house is home, fourth house is mother. So how are you, representing, mother, or how do you seek to nurture, yourself or your mother right now? So this, in my head, it's like, Noble Ali having, mother in his arms, because you have the Sun, and then you have Cancer, which is the moon. So the moon is in the 10th house, in the career house, and that's a Saturn-driven house. You know what I'm saying? So how is your identity, reflecting your home again? Because technically your home is in the 10th house now. So that's that would be a square between the Sun and the moon, right? I know the thing is not, I'm just saying that's not a part of it, but looking at it, would that be a square between the house and the 10th house there, right? When the moon is ingressing Cancer. So how are you identifying from home and within the public in your career? The shining light on nourishment within the home, from self. And I yield.
You got the remote, right, Brother Jack?
Yes.
Yeah, you good. I already took it to the next one. No, he good. Hit the previous on that.
Moon in conjunction Jupiter, with Jupiter at 11 hours and 37 minutes. Yep, here we go.
Hold on.
Monday. Sorry.
Boom, there it is. That should be it for you right there.
All right, boom, right here. June 21st, still 1100 hours and 36 minutes and 36 seconds. The day of Mars, the hour of the moon. And we are speaking about the moon in conjunction with Jupiter. And the moon is located in the 8th house of inheritances, joint finances. And the moon's in the sign Aries of the self. You know what I mean? So, self-emotion. You know what I mean? And that is ruled by Mars. And that, as the moon, Mars is also in the 8th house behind the scenes. So there's a lot of activity and healing in the 8th house about the self. So the self is getting the self together, in cohesiveness with, the joint finances and so on else. And this moon is in conjunction with Jupiter there behind the scenes as well. So we're expanding how we're self-identifying with our inheritances. We're seeing ourselves in, the treasures, and healing from that. Or we're healing from behind the scenes or whatever happened, we're gaining higher knowledge from that, the truth for self, to take someone else to relate. The opposite of Aries is Libra. So we're taking this self-justice, you want to say, so you can go somewhere else and not be damaged. Because Chiron is here. So Chiron is in between the moon and Aries. So you want to make sure that you're not being a Debbie Downer. You want to make sure that while you're behind the scenes here, that you've done all you can do so you can, actually be the philosopher and teach all of that you've learned from behind the scenes here in the 8th house. And I'll yield on that with the moon. And now we have Moon in sextile with Mercury at 1400 hours, 34 minutes, 6 seconds. And the Moon is located there in the 6th house, there with Jupiter. And Mercury is located there in the 9th house. So we have service and we have higher learning. And we have this, growth and opportunity here. So how are we taking what we get information we've learned from the 9th house and service to others in the 6th and help them and philosophize what is confusing to them because Neptune is there next to Jupiter. So you're taking that information, that's like bittersweet information, but you're betting it and you're funneling it to have a growth and expand for society and then ultimately heal and let everybody be on, the same page, you know what I mean? Because like Brother Jack was saying, all this mind air and the moon would be, the people. And then on the people's mind right now is knowledge. They want to know, but it's confusing, you know what I mean? Because like I said, Neptune is conjunct Jupiter. So like in the next couple of days, you're gonna be coming across, things you never come across before. It's gonna seem odd to you and like bittersweet, and it's gonna conflict with what you already know. But you're gonna have the ultimate faith in what you now come across, and you can put down what is old and take what is new, and ultimately see clear on your way. And now you for the Moon sextiling Mercury for the 9th and the 6th house.
Indeed. And last but not least, guys, Hassan Ghazi Obey is here to give the final 3 testimonies. All righty, closing it up for our 7-day Tropic Medical Astro Weather Report here, guys. And I have 3 testimonies, one being lunar Martian conjunction, a Venusian ingress into Gemini, and a lunar Saturnian sextile here. No challenges on the 22nd. Some people call the conjunction a challenging aspect, like the square and the opposition, as they call it. We like to call the opposition a reflection because, you look at it as reflection and you can kind of see the shortcomings and or the neutralizations that are to occur or that are paramount as far as the events that we're giving diverse testimonies for, as far as they're concerned. So with that being said, guys, I for my first testimony after this, 59 minutes, right? 0 degrees, 59 minutes on this day, right, is where the sun is, right? Cancer, right? So this solar ascendant conjunction here that we term sunrise has Luna there in the 10th house, 16 degrees Aries. Well, looky, Astro Cookie. I know by heart that 16 degrees Aries deals with children. So I already know that when it comes to the status pertaining to children, guys, I guarantee you there's something that's going to come up about, there's going to be some news about some orphanage that was on some BS, or people are going to recognize that every time they signed a marriage certificate, they were registered in the Department of Orphans. So now all the eggs in their womb have been hypothecated, anyone that has a marriage certificate. So I think that's what you're going to find out, that the institution that you thought you was expanding with has some real painful lessons that you can learn from. However, allow your subconscious mind to be able to explain things for the future, the children, for those that you're here to manifest, so that they can actually have a chance in allowing themselves to ascend in an expansive fashion without having to go through some painful institution to do so. So with that being said, getting on to my first testimony here, guys. I told you I have a lunar Martian conjunction here. So Luna is there, right? About to hit Mars in about, it looks like, 8 hours or so from that time. So here we go. At about 1458 minutes and 17 seconds thereafter, we see there in the 6th house, we have a 21 degrees. Hold on, yep, 21 degrees. Aries, 9 minutes, guys. What we're really looking at here is our way to really allow ourselves to be subconsciously driven to serve. All right, Moon's your subconscious. Mars brings that drive. Services is 6th house. So if you're subconsciously driven to serve, why don't you just help that old lady across the street with her groceries instead of thinking about it? Because you guys will be able to have a wounded healing lesson in the process. Because 9 times out of 10, that old lady with the walker or the cane that you're helping across the street is going to tell you something that you're going to be like, man, I just wanted to help this old lady across the street. I didn't want her to give me, you know, an inheritance because she's like, hey, I'm scheduled to die in a few days, and you're such a kind being, and no family member is ever this kind to me. They think I'm X, Y, and Z. So no one I want to give their inheritance to. So since you just did the gracious thing of helping me across the street with my groceries, what's your name? I'm going to have this one. No, lady, you don't owe me nothing. And that guys, you might just find that. You might find that someone may adopt you as their child in the moment, give you this wounded healing expansion and serve you because you did something as small as helping an old lady across the street. That's this kind of energy with this moon Mars conjunct in the 6th house, along with Chiron and Jupiter there. You guys are going to find that maybe you go to do something and you're just doing it kindness out of your heart. Don't do it like, oh, the brothers at 7HealStar said, if I just be kind, I'm going to, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is your genuine sincerity in assisting someone may bring about, you know, from their wounded healing situation that you're helping them with, they're going to multiply you. All righty. In other words, maybe there's, you know, I don't know, you go to help that same old lady cross the street and maybe she doesn't have an inheritance for you because her family's a bunch of assholes that don't like her. However, she may ask you, thank you so much, kind man. And I like your voice too. You sound like, you know, you may, you know, sing or do something like, what is it that you do? And you may go, oh, I'm a voiceover actor, or yeah, I do sing or whatever. Oh, you know what? Well, my grandson, he works with films and stuff sometimes. And I'm going to tell you about my grandbaby. You find out the grandbaby's fucking Tyler Perry or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, hold on. Did you just link me up with your grandson who's like this writer dude or whatever? I'm just saying as an example. I'm not saying we're aspiring, you know, at all, because we don't really give a shit about celebrity around here, honestly. No disrespect to people that are celebrities. If you call yourselves that, however, what I'm saying is the energy pertaining to this transit is that. And with that, hold on, you know what? Let's really look at Mars and Moon's dignity here. Let's, Mother Oracle, that was that ding, right? Look at that. I'm about to, whoa. Okay, so let's go into the dignity of Moon and Mars here, right? So Moon's at a 4, right? Mars is at a +7, right? So, pardon me, Moon's at a -5 paragram. Pardon me on that. So Moon is appearing to have 0 dignity. However, Jupiter in Aries, along with Neptune, is ruling the 6th house. So guys, I'm telling you, there is a way that you're going to be, I don't know, put it like this. Brothers, have y'all ever had a situation where you're like, man, I don't feel like going here, man. Like, I do not feel like getting up and helping my grandmother with her garden, bro. But you know what? Let me just get up and help grandma with the garden. And you go to help grandma with the garden, and grandma has a visit from somebody who actually is like, hey, yeah, you know what? My son has to get out of jail, or daughter has to get out of jail, and we're liquidating a few things. And we were hoping, would you guys be interested in maybe some things here? And let's say it's Brother Jag helping his grandma or something, or helping a relative with the garden. And this being who comes by and is like, hey, I need to sell some of these things to help with this bail. That's their mindset. I'm not saying that, you know, Brother Terrell can turn it around for them in other ways. There's some concepts that they may have to do what they need to do or whatever. But let's just say Brother Terrell goes, okay, so what is it? And they're like, yeah, because we want to get rid of these things and get as much as we can. And there's like this Les Paul guitar that they only want 40 notes for. You're like, no, there's no way. There's no way. You want me to take this Gibson? You know what I'm saying? Are you serious? 40 notes for real? All because, hold on. I'm so glad I came to help grandma with the garden today, because I was really about to not come and help her. That's this energy. I yield the floor, bro. Next testimony. We have Venus ingressing, right? So Venus is void, of course, right? What do you do with a Venus void, of course, right? All right. Venus is ingressing Gemini, right? Man, Venus in Gemini, man. I'm telling you, Venus at a 17-degree Gemini. Woo! That's a tough sell right there, man. However, it is what it is. However, Venus in Gemini, man, we're really valuing what's being said. We're really valuing people's thinking, the way people actually put things together. I mean, if there was a contest for profundity and meticulousness, this would be, where someone would love to be the judge of looking at the little hidden details that most people don't see. Because I think Venus in Gemini has a way of communicating the beauty. And sometimes the beauty in something is something that's not ever really on the surface. Isn't that wild? Right? So with that being said, Venus ingressing coming out of dominance into a sign where Mercury is still dominant. All righty. And let's look to where that is actually happening, guys. 5th house, right? So when you're talking to children and pointing out the values and things communicate, I think this right here is for anyone that has children around them of any age. North Node, Venus, and Mercury are there being ruled by a dispositing Venus. So Venus, look, she's in her joy. First of all, so Venus is coming out of dominance, yet in her joy, in the 5th house, ruling over the 5th house, while Mercury's dominant. Guys, I'm going to just say with this right here, you must be aware that the children are watching, they're taking notes, and they're mimicking. Even if they're not mimicking in front of your face, they're going around their friends to try out the things they hear you say. You ever go to a playground and you hear a little child use expletives in a way, it's like, okay, they're just trying out how expletives sound coming out their mouth. Like you're at the park, you're with your child or whatever, you're with your family, and you hear some child that just seems to want to express their anger, like, you shut up, you stupid dumb. Let's see, what's something that doesn't go together when people normally give expletives? Okay, you better stop it, you stupid ass bitch. Do you know what I mean? But the way they say ass bitch is like they're trying to say asshole. And so what you can see is they don't know the way to give the subtleties in how to express their anger. And so with this being said, this is where you could really make a change in somebody's life that may be expressing anger. And I'm going to that inner child now. So take it from the child on the playground and take it to your own inner child and allow yourself to come out of your comfort zone and be able to communicate those things of value that you always wanted to do, but never had the fucking courage to do, and do it already. All right. Because Mercury is going to grant you that access with Venus ruling the 5th house at this moment while she's in her joy. So joyfully allow that to come to fruition. I yield on that. And finally, my final testimony that will bring to a close our diverse testimony. And all our diverse testimony equals a synthesized delineation pertaining to these 7 days. We have a lunar Saturnian sextile, right? So guys, we have this growth opportunity between our subconscious mind and the way we like to be essentially innovative. All righty. So our subconscious mind and the way that we like to be essentially innovative, we have this growth opportunity where someone is going to provide this, or we're going to provide it for someone, or observe people with this type of provision, so to speak. And what's going on here, see, because Saturn is, however, retrograde, it is really intensifying astrology while it's still ruling the 1st house. All righty. So Saturn's in the 1st, however, in an intercepted Aquarius. So Saturn is ruling the 1st house. It's usually with the intercepted sign within a house, that sign's ruler is co-ruling with whatever sign is on the cusp within that for that house. So right now, Saturn, right, is ruling over the 1st house here. And so what is really happening, guys, when it comes to astrology, we're going to really keep going back into things that we've come across in our lives. And we're going to really be able to communicate those things that we thought we were actively, really actively emotionally, I'm not going to say actively emotional about. However, we had a lot of passion behind it. And that passion that you had behind it, you see, was driven innovatively by some form of astrology. However, now what you're going to be doing is bonsai treeing the shit out of what you think you know. You're going to clip away the naivety. All right. You're going to clip away those parts of the bonsai tree that maybe you want to reshape, the leaves or the branches or how things look. So any particular branch pertaining to astrology that you may look at, you may start seeing the universality in all branches, thus eliminating and neutralizing the segregation that is even within the astrological community. And that is a word to our professional colleagues. How do you like that? Because it's there too. It's there too. It's in the astrological world too. I'm telling you, research astrologers are like the Coyones of astrology. No, shout out to Robert Carey. I actually love the research astrologers. That's where I got started. That's why I even had Sirius, because I studied research astrologers. So shout out to David Cochran. That's my colleague. Robert Carey, another colleague. Like all our international colleagues. That's all of our colleagues, guys. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to 7HealStar Astrology Firm, man. So that's what I'm just really seeing and observing. So yeah, guys, really allow yourselves, guys, to just, go for what you know and clip away the bullshit and be consistent, man. And let's embrace one another, right? Because the separation and segregation is really a sign of insecurity within one's self. And so with that being said, I invoke that we all secure ourselves in knowing that all we have to do is be sincere. That's it. Just be sincere. And with that being said, I'm going to yield the floor. I thank my beloved brothers in whom I'm well. Please stop screen share, actually, right? Bring it on back here or whatever. Brother Sean so beautifully and elegantly, I think, went over the website on Moon Day. So what I think I'm going to do here is not go over the website. You guys already know 7HealStar.com is where you go. All righty, after this, I got thumbnail for Monday and a thumbnail today to do, and I'm going to automate that email. So guys, you want to get a load of that email that's going to go out 6 a.m. between 6 and 7 a.m. On the 16th June 2020, which is Thursday. Tomorrow, we like to say next day, instead of tomorrow. However, so next day, guys, you can receive that email. So go to 7HealStar.com right now, right? And go and join our email list. You guys can go and see what it is that you get, when you're part of our email list. Because soon enough, we're going to start getting some other things. Right now, people are just used to getting, hey, this is what we did. See our presentation. Look at this. Look at that. That's what people are getting, actually. So eventually, you want to start seeing, different advertisements, things that are coming up, different specials that we'll offer people on our email list first before we go public with what they call public, but we're not military. We're not dealing with military. So before it goes out in front of everyone, amongst all for their site within the gates, right? So we'll come at the gates amongst witnesses and provide. Right? And provide them a financial accounting statement, so to speak, right? Right? All right. So with that being said, any questions, comments, and or suggestions from my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased that have done guys, like y'all had me turned up. If it seemed like I was cutting brother Terrell or brother Benjamin off at any time today, guys, this is definitely not it. I'm just like, holy fucking shit, guys. Yeah, I see that too. But it's like stuff I was already thinking, and you guys were saying my thoughts. Even to the point, just very briefly, like my loved one mentioned to me that something about painting at the same time they were writing about painting. I think you said something about painting, Brother Sorrell. One of y'all said something about painting. Well, they were writing about painting.
Indeed.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Like they're writing about painting and they hear you guys say something about painting. What? Like, hold on, I just wrote that word. What are you? That's what somebody did.
I just wrote that.
I just wrote the word painting and you guys just said it. Hold on, time out. Yeah. That's what it is. All right. So any other questions, comments, and or suggestions from my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased? Going once. Going twice. You know, we're going to shout out, as always, we're going to shout out those that are in the chat, guys. I saw you the whole time. I just didn't say anything. So always, first and foremost, JL, peace of greens to you. Anyone else that joined in the chat, and I can see you are because you
get your CMOS. I don't mean to cut your wisdom. Get your CMOS for brother Corey. That's
the thing. I wanted to like do a sneaky product placement, not sneaky, but because we were joking about it, a product placement because I'm like, yes, I have the, my loved one's making some smoothie and it's got that, that brother Corey sprinkle in it, So
indeed,
CMOS with the fresh fruit and veggies and herbs, you know what I'm saying, at any given time, bro. All righty. And when you get brother Corey's CMOS or whatever, it has the 92 trace minerals or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. But you get the burdock root and add it along with it. Bladderwrack, right? The bladderwrack, I think. Get the bladderwrack with it, and you'll have the 102 trace minerals that your body needs all the time. So with that being said, and I gotta admit, like, I'm getting feedback from people I'm telling, like, they're used to getting CMOS, making their own CMOS, and I'm getting the feedback like it's the best CMOS I've ever had, actually.
Yeah.
So brother Corey, shout out to brother Corey Bay. One Heart Supplements on Instagram. OneHeartSupplements. One Heart Supplements. All righty. On Instagram. Order directly through the direct message. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Cop it. Cop 2 or more. Don't cop 1. You're gonna piss yourself off.
You're gonna
piss yourself off.
You're gonna get mad at yourself if you just get 1 for sure.
So you better start off with 2, not because, they just trying to get us to buy more than 1. No, we're not. We're actually preventing your frustration here. We're being very loving in advance. Okay. So I'm telling you, I remember when I got just 2 of them, I was like, I need 2 more. I didn't say I need another one. You see what I'm saying? So, all right, no questions, comments, and/or suggestions. I think this is the part where me and my brothers cleverly point at you guys after we say, be yourselves and
donate.
Right? All right. So with that being said, you all, I love you all. I love my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. No more questions, comments, and/or suggestions. I am heading on out, and I'm going to say first of all, namaste to you all. Islam. Peace out.